Hello, this is Jimmy Blevins. This tutorial today, I'm going to show you how to work with the blog module in the Divi theme. I've got the Divi Visual Builder loaded up, and to go ahead and add my module, just click here on this gray plus and click blog. And this is automatically going to pull my blog into here so I can see in real time how it's going to look on the front end. So I have two options here. The full width option is what you see, where the content and the images stretch all the way across the page. It's not something I would necessarily want to see if I came onto a blog page. I'd like to see a little more content, a little less photos. So I've also got this grid, which puts it into more of a masonry format, which I really like, because then I don't have to worry about even or odd numbers of posts messing up the page. They all kind of fit together. If one's longer than the other or shorter than the other, it doesn't really break the layout and it still looks really professional and clean. I can change the number of posts I want to display if I want to knock that down to just 4. As you can see, it's only going to show these 4 post entries. If I bump that back up to 10, you can see it puts it back where it was. This include categories feature, this allows me to pick and choose which categories I want to display on this page. Say I was making a page for a specific category in my blog, so I don't want to show all of my blog posts, I just want to show posts from that particular category on this page. This is where I would enable this option. Right now on this website, I only have one category called Pics and Words. If I had more, you would see more options there. So the metadate format. Now this we discussed in the Divi theme options a few tutorials back, and I'll go ahead and post a link to the WordPress page which kind of explains what you want to put in here, but you can manipulate how it displays the date. You'll see right now I have an abbreviated month, day, and year, and if I want to change that, say I want to add I want it to say 11th instead of just 11. So if I put a capital S in this space, that pops up 11th, 5th, and if it was a 1, it would be, you know, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, that kind of thing. That capital S puts in that little suffix for the numbers. And again, I'll post a link so you can see that. The show featured image, pretty self-explanatory. If I turn that off, none of my posts are going to have featured images on this page, which is actually, I kind of like that. It streamlines the page a bit. If I just want it to show text, or if I just want a quick way to get people there without spending a lot of time loading images from the website. Now, this feature, to be honest, I'm not sure why it's included. I don't know of an instance where I would show all of my content. I guess maybe if it was on a full width page and I had 3 or 4 articles in there, and I just wanted them all to be on one page, that would be time for this setting. But as you can see in this current layout, it doesn't really work. In my opinion, it doesn't really work that well, because then I've got just all this text with a couple little images here and there. It doesn't really, I mean, the purpose of a blog page like this is so you can give people an excerpt, they can click on it and go to the actual page. So giving them all the content at once, not a feature I would put in it, but I'm sure that there's probably a place for it if you come into it. Show author, as you can see here, it says by Jimmy Blevins. If I turn this show author off, then when it pops back up, we just have the date and the category. And since I only have one category, maybe I don't even want to show that. I'm going to switch it to just show the author and the date. I can also have it show the comment count. Since it's a testing website, so we don't have any comments on it. But if you wanted to show off, you know, your posts that have hundreds of comments on it, this is where you would turn that on. Now, the pagination, if I had more blog posts, I'd be able to show you what this does. But essentially, it places the links down at the bottom of the page, so that if I had more posts after this, there would be a link here saying show older posts. In fact, let's do this. I'm going to knock these post numbers down to, let's say, 4. So I'm only showing these 4 post entries. So now, yeah, here it is. It says older entries right there. Now, if I had a picture for that, or if I had a few more posts in there, it'd probably lay out a little bit better. But that's what the pagination is. I'm sure you've seen that on some blogging websites where you can view older entries or newer ones. Now the offset number, I believe this feature here is, let's say I don't want to show my latest couple posts. I want to show everything after my first couple posts. So I might put this offset number to 2. And what that's going to do is it's not going to show those first couple posts. It's going to show every, like, the third post on, which is a great feature if I've got a page that's really like showcasing my newest posts and I want people to go to that page instead of being able to access them here. Now the featured image overlay is a feature that I really like. Like right now, if I mouse over the pictures, I just get the link cursor hand. But if I turn this on, it creates a nice little animation. It's a little more enticing for people to visit. And I can also change the color of the icon. I can change the icon I want. Say I'm more interested in forward movement, so I'm going to change it to this forward arrow here. So now when I mouse over them, I've got the arrow pointing, telling people, yeah, go forth and read this article. Text color, this is if my background was light or dark, I could specify whether I wanted my text to be light or dark. One thing I really like about Divi is it seems to be able to grasp what the background color is. So even if I haven't set this to what I would think would be the proper setting, it kind of automatically puts it in there for me. So just another great feature that Divi's got built in. So let's go over the design options. Now we've got this grid tile background color. So if I come in and change this, you can see that it changes the color of the text. And this is exactly what I was just talking about. You'll notice how it automatically changed this to a lighter text that's a little more readable. Again, just one of those things that's built into Divi that I really like. I'll clear that out because I don't really want that. I've got a drop shadow feature that I can put on the boxes to show a little bit of drop shadow. I can change my header font, and this will be the title of the articles. I can make it bold, italic. I can change the font size. I can change the color, the letter spacing. And then I can also change any of the options on the meta text as well if I want to change the color of that. So I've got a lot of options to play around with to really make this pop and make it look great and professional. And just another thing I really like about this Divi Visual Builder is, again, as I'm going through and selecting my different options, I see exactly what's going on. I know how it's going to work on the final product, you know, the existing website, without having to go back and forth, save, test, save, test. So I really like this new Visual Builder. It's a great time-saving feature, and I hope you enjoyed walking through these blog settings with me. Once again, my name is Jimmy Blevins, and thank you so much for watching.